Welcome back. We're still on lesson 3. We're evaluating expressions, but this time we're going to look at the questions 19 and 21. So here are your answers to 19 and 21. Before I get into the answers, though, I do want to let you know that we have reached one of the major points of this course. Yes, we wanted to teach you the language of math and how we write things in algebra. But another one of the main points we wanted to get through in this course is to get you ready for that end of year STAR test that everyone's so worried about. That STAR test is not going to be a bunch of this. It's going to be a bunch of this. The word problems. So we're going to try to practice as many word problems as we can because we're getting better at translating English to math. We're not perfect yet, but we're getting better. This first word problem says, you are saving for an electric scooter. Beep, beep, going to drive it around town. Your favorite aunt gives you $40 for you to start saving, and then you have an after-school job and you plan to save $10 each week from that job, whatever it is. Here is the expression, 40 plus 10W, and that gives you the amount of money that you've saved after W number of weeks. I don't know how many weeks. It could be 1, it could be 500 weeks. I don't know. So we're going to use W. It wants to know how much will you have after 4 weeks, 10 weeks, and 20 weeks. This table has 15, so I'm going to add an extra row for 20. I'm going to zoom in on the table. Notice that our table has a column for the number of weeks, which I'm going to label W. It has a column for our expression, and then it has the results, the total number saved. So in the expression column, I'm going to write down the expression over and over and over again, but I'm going to change the value for W, and I'm going to make that substitution. So this top one has 4, this one is 10, there's 15, there's 20. Let's evaluate each one so that we can figure out how much money we have saved after each number of weeks. After 4 weeks, how much have we saved? $80, because you took 10 times 4 to get 40, then added the 40 from your favorite tia to get 80. After 10 weeks, 10 times 10 is 100,
40.
plus the 40, which is 140. After 15 weeks, we have 190. And after 20 weeks, how much money have we saved?
240.
240. Okay? So there's our table. We can see very clearly how much money. I haven't started saving yet, okay? But I know how much money I would have in 20 weeks, okay? The question says, how many weeks will I need to save up in order to buy the scooter if it costs $245?
Like 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Well, if I look at my
23.
chart,
Like 23.
like 23. Okay, let's look here. At 20 weeks, I'm at 240. I want to buy the scooter as soon as possible. How many more weeks do I need to save from here to have more than $245? Yeah, I just need 1 more week. So if I save for a grand total of 21 weeks, I will have just enough to buy my scooter if it's $245. I will need to save for 21 weeks. Bare minimum. If I wanted to, he said 23. If you wanted to save for 23, that's fine. You'd have, enough to go out to Whataburger and get a giant combo with all the fixins and supersize it and all that good stuff. Miss Fadia, will you do me a favor?
Yes.
Will you find, in my closet there's rulers, will you find one with centimeters on it for me? Thank you so much, my dear. All right, let's look at the bottom one. After M months. After how many months?
Month.
And that's what M stands for. After M months, The length of a fingernail,
There wasn't evidence.
the length of a fingernail is 10 plus 3m millimeters. Okay, so there's our expression to tell us how long a fingernail is after so many months of growth. It wants to know how long would my fingernails be after 8 months. What would be the value of m after 8 months? 8, because 8 is the number of months. And how many months am I growing my fingernails? 8. All right? Thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to write my expression. I'm going to substitute in for my number of months. I'm going to do my arithmetic, my addition, my subtraction, my multiplication, my division. Please make sure that I got the right numbers because I'm very bad at this.
Yes.
I did okay? All right, let's talk about how long that actually is, because 34 millimeters is like, I don't really know how long a millimeter is. So if I look at my ruler, I have the very familiar inches, the big ones, and then I have the centimeters, which are the really small ones. So do you see the little tiny lines between each number mark of the centimeters? Those are millimeters. Okay? So if I set my finger down here and I put where the skin is, where my cuticle is, up against where that 0 is, right now my fingernail is about 10 millimeters long. In 8 months, it's going to be at 34 millimeters. 34 is about there.
Whoa.
Hard to beat.
In 8 months, that's about how much my fingernails will have grown. Now, that's really long. Right? Like, I'm going to try to, like, rub my eyes in the morning, and I'm going to claw an eyeball out, and just, like, I'll end up blind. Okay? That's really long for me. Like, there's some girls that can rock this length, not me. All right, let's look at the next question.
How long your fingernail after 3 years? Oh my god.
If I let these nails grow,
Oh
and
my
assuming I don't break them because I got chiflada and I didn't do any dishes, right? And I didn't have to type and I could just sit there and let my nails grow, how long would they be?
I do a lot.
Our expression is in months. How many months in 3 years?
24.
24, 36?
36.
36. So our M is 36. What is 3 times 36?
108.
108. And then I'm going to add 10 to it. So after 3 years, my fingernails would be 118 millimeters long.
So 100
That's
shoes.
really long, right? All right, let's figure out exactly how long that is. Here's my ruler.
Ah, boy.
Okay, I'm going to set my fingernail there. Okay, now each big centimeter is 10, so I'm going to count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 108. That's about 5 inches of fingernail. That is way too long for me. I'm not, you know what, where my fingernail is, I'm happy with that. That's a good length.